So you answered the question already. Angie really and truly is worth it, Myron. And I really think you're making a mistake. This is the only pushback. This is probably 1% of a pushback that I'll ever have from you guys or towards you guys. I have 4 children. I have 4 boys. It's very imperative that legacy sometimes is much more important than the numbers during a certain type of time, because you can't get that time back, especially if it's with that special someone. And I think we all could agree that Angie is that special someone. I don't know you guys. I don't know your numbers particularly, but I think you have enough. I think you have enough.
Well, you can say, hey, I think you have enough, etc. But the only person that can really determine if I have enough is me. I understand that you have your opinions and everything else like that. But the reality is I have goals, and I'm not going to stop until those goals are achieved.
What's good? This is Stika the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, toda mi gente. I hope you're doing good, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, wherever you're at in your life, man, take care of yourself. Yo, to all my fellas out there, and all the guys, all the men, have you ever got your heart broken by that one person, that one female that you were like, she was the one, man. She was the one. What was I thinking? What was I doing at that time that I just broke it off? I remember like yesterday, back in high school, there was this one female I was dating, right? And there was rumors circulating around that, that she really liked me like that. That she was almost in love with me, right? And I was okay, cool. Didn't take it none. Like back when you're young, you really don't understand what love is, right? But I know I was doing something right because, she loved you, boy, right? In a way. And this one individual, one guy, just one person said something to me, and I'm done with this relationship. He said, the female that you're with, I've been talking to her. And I was like, I'm the type of person like this. If you say something back then, I was like, all right, man, you can have her, bro. I ain't tripping. Instead of having a conversation with that person and her trying to defend herself, I believe what this guy said. And mind you, this guy been having a crush on her and saying he was a kid. And I was like, I fell into that trap. And I told myself at that time, what if I just would have not listened to this guy? But you move on with life, right? So y'all probably like, get to it, man. Let's talk about it. Myron Gaines with Angie, right? The gentleman that called in, expressed himself and said, hey, I think you're making a mistake. And me personally, I really do feel like that. Because when you say you got the one, that's the one that you feel like it in your soul, in your spirit. Why are you so easy to let her go? Y'all worked at the relationship for 3 years, and the only thing that you could say is that you can't give her what she wants, or what she needs, or whatever that she's going through. You can't give her a family. Coming from a man that describes his whole aura, his whole persona is family, how to be a good man. And I'm going to tell you like this, Myron, no matter how much money you got, you ain't never going to be ready. No matter how much money or how many goals you achieve, you're never going to be ready, because having a family doesn't come with a book that tells you how to raise a kid. You have to learn as you go. Yeah, there are books out there that can guide you through it, but every situation is always going to be different. So stop making the excuse that you ain't ready. Because this is where I feel like there's a flaw to what you're saying. Because you preach to everybody, find you a good woman. And when you do find her, build a family to keep that going. And what the man said was right? The legacy you leave behind. So you're going to tell me you're going to continue living the way you're living and hoping you find another one after you have preached several times that this is the one. See, the problem was, from what I'm looking from the outside in, is that you let the world know who she was. Real man understand that, hey, if you don't want your business out there, you keep it on the side and make sure you keep living your life differently to what you portray on the internet. You ain't never gonna catch me doing none of that stuff, man. Mind you, I got kids. I've been in a relationship for quite some time, but I don't put it out here for the world to see, because it's not meant for everybody to understand, especially if you get caught up in this atmosphere that you the alpha, you the big dog, right? The one thing that got me was the fact that you said in your own words that she packed your condoms when you were going out of town. And I'm telling myself, like, I don't know a female that would be packing anything, especially when you're talking about having sexual activities with other women. Apparently that didn't work out, right? But look, I'm not here to judge what kind of relationship y'all had. What I will say is this. When you preach to other men how to live their life, you got to look in that mirror and say, what am I doing for myself? Because this is what I'm saying to everybody else. And look, when I'm watching the podcast, he does describe how the situation played out, but you could see it. You could just sense it, that the man is broken. He knew that somewhere down the line, he messed up. Because in all relationships, and you know more than I do most likely, that when you find a good woman, right? Excuse me. What do? You sacrifice that time with that person. You're going to tell me you get a better time having an Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes on the podcast at the same time? That's what you get thrilled about? You putting more time into building this? Because at the end of the day, bro, this how it all plays out. All this internet, all this stuff, man, it's always going to be there. But a relationship, especially with the one that you claim is the one that she did all this for you, why are you so easy not to give it a time? You got to water your grass, man. You got to give it fertilizer. You got to put some time and effort to let it grow. And if you did grow it for 2 or 3 years, why not continue growing it? Because this is the message that you put out to the youth. Like I said, this specific episode, I know I have said bad things about the Fresh and Fit at times, or I have said my piece or what I think, but I think you dropped the ball in this one, man. Mind you, you took a female that was posting all kinds of stuff on the internet, then she stopped for a minute and just devoted her time to you from what you're saying. To break down when y'all broke up is very interesting, because I seen you with Antoine on his show talking about it. So I don't know if it's freshly new. Who knows if this other guy that she is kicking it with, who knows? All I'm saying is, if you know deep inside your heart that this is the woman that you plan on being with, why are you holding back? Isn't that the part of the process of being in a relationship, having kids, building a family? I'm starting to think, man, that you really don't want that kind of lifestyle, man. Because you could tell by the way you're moving now is that it's affecting you. And it's okay to be affected by it, man. We're all human. We experience all kinds of stuff in life. We're going to be broken sometimes. Our feelings going to get hurt. But if you know deep inside your heart that this is the woman that did XYZ for you, you will think at that moment you will fight a little bit more for this woman, if that's the case. But look, I'm not here to tell you how to build your relationship, or, hey, man, I'm not no guru. All I'm seeing and I'm listening. Because sometimes that's what we miss. We miss the fact that we need to listen before we speak. And what I'm watching, I'm saying to myself, this guy right here is making a mistake. If you express yourself about the way you talk about this female, I'm telling myself, what is this guy doing? Because you are preaching to everybody else what you're not doing. Basically, if you find a good woman, you built a family, you built that foundation, and guess what? You have kids. I don't know, man. Look, Myron, I'm not here to judge you, man. Like I said, there are times where you be saying some smart things, some knowledgeable things. But this one right here, you have to go home with this one and sit down for a while. Get away from the internet for a second, man. This internet, man, will either make you, it will make you, but it also will destroy you. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do me a favor before you leave. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente, tu side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, 1.